Okay, we're in game. Nobody disconnected. Going through a checklist. And it looks like we're going to be good to go this time. So here we go. We're in game 3 of Molotov versus Artyk. This is the final and deciding game. Artyk are on our dire side. We have Masuko playing the Visage Smash on Dragon Knight. Mihawk will be playing Clockwork Misko on Rubik. And that leaves Belial, aka Iwo, playing Spectre. Meanwhile, on our Radiant team, we have Baga playing the Bane, Klotz playing Phantom Lancer, Deeks will be on Keeper of the Light, Yuka on Puck, and that leaves Tavo playing Nature's Prophet. So on one side we have a very aggressive lineup, and on the flip side a very passive late game oriented team. I mean, they need farm on the Prophet, they need farm on the Phantom Lancer, and they need a good middle outing from Puck. A lot of things have to go right for Molotov, I'd say, based on these picks. We do have Masuka hidden in these trees, not being spot off yet. He is in deep in enemy territory. This could get ugly early on here if he gets spotted. But he's not actually going to get caught. So, well played by Masuka. He's a little sneaky guy. He's going to place this ward over here to block this one. It worked last time they were on the dire side. So why not do it again? We also see pretty standard early item builds coming out. Yuka's going to spend a lot of money. Middle, not taking any chances. Not going for the early bottle save. Dragon Knight will go for the early bottle save. And this is going to be a lane that Puck should get a lot. Dragon Knight should get a lot as well with the Breathe Fire. His base damage isn't that great, though. Puck, higher base damage, and of course, it's going to be primarily due to the fact that she also has the mantle on top, but she does have a higher base. One Smash can get some levels, though. He's going to be very stable in this lane and feel comfortable. That's why he needs that bottle early on, so he can just generate those Breathe Fires on top of each other. Clockwork on the bottom lane is going to get harassed a little bit here. So this is a tri-lane featuring the Clockwork. There's a lot of potential for kills from the side of Artyk if they can get something going on one of these heroes. Let's take a look at the supports and see how much detection they have. It looks like early on they have 2 sentries to rely on for detection or dewarding. There's going to be a jump from Baga onto Misko. They get hit with the Illuminate, and now the Cogs is going to slow down the pursuit of Klotz. But Mihawk has to be careful. He's taking a decent amount of damage as well. In fact, he may be first blood here. One more auto attack will do him in, and there it is from the Keeper of the Light. He's able to finish off Clockwork and get a kill on the aggressive tri-lane. Exactly what they do not want. Meanwhile, Klotz going back to farming. Now he's picked up his level 2. Put a level in stats. So opting not to get Doppelwalk right away. Just going to level stats. I don't mind that one bit. I think it's a pretty decent idea. Dragon Knight is going to continue to farm middle. Let's bring up our last hits. We can see that 7 for 1 on Nature's Prophet. So Nature's Prophet having a good time up top. He's solo against this Spectre. Spectre is leveling Desolate with priority. So that's going to come into play soon. Spectre is going to have a decent time in this lane. I mean, he's running away from these treants, but that's not the biggest deal. Belial's actually committing to try and fight Tavo here, but Tavo's getting the better of this exchange, and he's blocking a little bit better too. Now Tavo putting Belial really low on health, but he's not going to be able to put him into kill range. So Belial's going to be forced to use a salve, but Tavo is going to just eat some trees, so he'll have a little bit more regen on him going forward. Now middle lane, we're looking at Yuka CS. He's 9 for 2, so doing a good job of cashing on that CS. Once again, we're spotlighting Yuka a little bit because he struggled last game on his Puck. Of course, this time around, Smash not as an aggressive of hero on Dragon Knight as he was when he was playing Templar Assassin, but he can make it an aggressive hero once he hits level 6. We see Illuminate's going to catch a couple more heroes, deal some extra damage to the Visage, who's still level 1, Rubik only level 2, and Clockwork only level 2. So levels are a big advantage for this tri-lane right now, having about 1 level on everybody, that is on their respective counterparts. Top lane, CS continues to be pretty even. So they're just trading back and forth. Spectre has opted to pick up a Poor Man's Shield, which is going to be a great pickup to prevent some of this harass damage from coming through. He only has 1 level in. Nope, he opted to pick up 2 levels in Dagger and get an early level in Dispersion, early level in Desolate. I love the early Dispersion level because, of course, 1 level gives you 10%. So that's a pretty big gain from 0. And that's going to block a good amount of additional damage on top of already having that poor man's shield. So, good stuff coming out from Spectre. It's a very passive early game. Of course, that first blood came out a little bit of a misplay, I'd say, from Artyk. I don't exactly know how this lane gets caught with the first blood. They have Cogs to be defensive. They have the Rubik's telekinesis to toss someone backward. And Visage is very mobile. So I'd say they reformed a little bit and have found their niche opportunity to not die. That was really poorly phrased. But Smash in the middle lane is going to activate the double damage. Thought about running up to Yuka, maybe looking for a Dragon Tail stun. It wasn't there, so he's going to back up and get rune control. He's going to pick up a regen rune in the top river. The engage is on the bottom, though. There's some damage going on at Baga. We see Mihawk is going to continue on, though, but the Brain Sap is going to turn this around. Now Mihawk is low on health. We do see Phantom Lancer at the back end able to take down Visage, and Mihawk is going to have to just retreat. He's walking in the jungle towards the river, and he will make it out safe and sound here. But another kill coming from Molotov's safe tri-lane. The aggressive tri-lane for Artyk is going very poorly at this stage of the game. This is something they have to be very worried about, considering you're investing 3 heroes down here. If you're going to lose the lane, they should only have Clockwork down here. He can lose the lane properly by his lonesome. If you're giving up deaths, then you need to send some of the supports to top and win this lane against the Nature's Prophet. And they're going to have to address this really soon. Otherwise, it's going to get out of hand. We see Belial is going to CS under tower here, but this tower is taking a lot of damage. This catapult is getting a whole lot of hits in, and this tower is going to get taken down into deny range for certain. So we'll see if Belial is going to get to deny here. It's down to 120, so it's in deny range. TP is coming out in the middle lane. They're going to drop on top of Dragonite. Tavo does have a Sprout. It's going to hit here. Smash is slowed down. The auto attacks from Tavo dealing a good amount of damage, but not enough to get the kill. And the bottle from Smash is going to keep him alive. Smash is going to make it out in dragon form. 2-0 in favor of Molotov early on in the game. Now bottom lane, we're keeping an eye on this. So will they rotate these supports out of here? I think it's the right decision. Leave Mihawk down here alone. Don't let Rubik die. Don't let Masuka risk dying. Instead, put those supports top and make sure your Spectre is getting the farm. Because we know that Phantom Lancer is getting the farm. He has 25 last hits right now. He's doing a good job, and this lane is pushing heavily. They're thinking about being aggressive here. There was a TP in from Yuka on Puck, so Dream Coil is available if they're going to try and get something going here. Clockwork's only level 3. If we take a look at the levels, there we go. Hero level. We can see these supports level 4, level 4, level 5, level 3 across the board for that tri-lane of Artyk. So they're falling behind in that regard. Belial in the top lane does finish off his phase boots. He has a ultimate available if he wants to come down here and join the fight, so they have to be careful of that if they do decide to dive. But it looks like Yuka has made his way, or excuse me, Bane decided to go middle, so Bane's trying to find some bit of experience middle lane working towards that Fiend's Grip. Yuka now is going to rotate back towards middle and retake his lane. They're going to try and jump on top of Dragonite here. Dragonite is punishing this tower. He gets hit with the Nightmare. Now Yuka's going to walk in, get the Waning Rift, follow up with the Illusory Orb. Are they going to think about dropping it? Yes, they're going to actually drop the Dream Coil. TP's coming in from Nature's Prophet, but there's nothing to interrupt Dragonite's TP. And this is exactly what happened last game. Smash plays it so well. He's able to assess the fact that they don't have further disables. Klotz in the bottom lane is left alone, though, and he's actually going to go down. Visage getting the last hit there. Deeks charging into the lane. He's going to get hit by a Soul Assumption, and that's going to hit pretty hard. Deeks is going to have to back up now. So the supports from Molotov rotate, which is a little bit surprising to me, and as a result, Artyk are able to get a kill on top of a Phantom Lancer. It's like Twilight Zone. That's exactly the opposite of what I was asking to happen. But either way, that's an opportunity for Artyk to get into the game now. Now, slowing down the farm on Phantom Lancer, even just a little bit, is going to help out greatly. He's at 29 CS. We see On the flip side, Spectre's at 36, Dragon Knight's at 35. So they're having really good time CSing at 8 minutes into the game. Double damage is now picked up by Dragon Knight as he heads back towards the middle lane. Yuka is there as well. And he's close to taking down his tower, so if he pops Dragon Form again, he should be able to finish off this tower. We'll see if he wants to stay here and work on that. With the DD, I don't think there's any chance of it getting denied. So Yuka's probably going to have to stay in this lane if he really wants to save the tower. Maybe rotate a support in again, but that leaves bottom lane susceptible to another gank. So they have to be careful if they decide to take that plan of action. Top lane Nature's Prophet continuing to farm. He has 1,300 gold. Looks like he's saving up to get a... I'd say either a mech or a Midas at this point. I believe Tavo was very much so for getting the early mechs in past games, but in this situation, Molotov want the game to go pretty late for the Phantom Lancer to take full effect, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he opted to go for the Midas. And we'll see. He does have 2 branches, though, so this could be an indication of a mech build. I'm going to keep my cursor on him and see if he purchases anything right now. And it will be the recipe for the Midas. So it's going to be a Midas. They want to take the game late. It makes sense. It's perfectly in coherence with his plan. Yuka middle lane, they bring in a secondary hero with Masuka here. Smash is going to pop off the ultimate. Breathe Fire is there as well. Double damage is active. There's a TP coming in from Coddle. He's going to try and use an Illuminate to push this back. That's going to be dodged by Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight not going to come in and try and get the last hit here, though. Glyph is available, so he knows they can delay this ever so slightly. Masuka's going to head towards the bottom lane. We do see, a nice attempt on Klotz. They catch him inside of the cogs once again and deal a whole lot of damage to him with Belial coming in, and they able to kill off the Phantom Lancer again. Dragon Knight in the middle lane takes down Deeks on the Keeper of the Light and gets the tower kill. Bottom lane, Baga's being pursued. Belial's on top of him. He gets slowed by the Grave Chill. Mihawk catches him in the middle of a cogs, and Baga looks like he's going to go down. Can he take down Spectre beforehand? He cannot. Spectre will live. 1,400 gold, and this is the aggressive lineup from Artyk taking effect now, as we do see a TP out from Tavo. He doesn't want to be a part of this. I'm not even sure why he TP'd in initially, trying to get a pick off. Oh, actually, maybe he did pick off. Yep, he got a kill on Rubik, so forgive me for questioning him. Able to get 1 kill and get out. That's something at least. But middle lane, losing a tower and must have been 3 heroes. Artyk are able to turn this tri-lane around after having a really poor start. Now it's 4-3 in terms of hero kills in favor of Artyk. We see Mihawk is level 6, has that ultimate available. The hook shot, Smash gets silenced in the middle lane. Yuka's going to go ahead and jaunt to the river. Deeks throwing down some wards. He does have that sentry in range of this, so he's going to double back to take down the Observer ward. Top lane, Tavo with his newly acquired Midas continues to farm pretty well. He's at 54 CS. We see net worth shows us that Spectre's leading the way. In second is that Dragon Knight. So, of course, they are benefited by the fact they have a tower down and 1 extra kill. It certainly is going to help their farm out significantly. Mihawk is building towards an early mech, it looks like. He's about 800 gold off of that. Smash in the middle lane has drums, I'd assume, being delivered out to him. No, he goes for Claymore. So Smash, once again, is going to go for the aggressive build. He's going to go for a Shadowblade. Shadowblade is going to be really nice for initiating, getting him in there, and it's going to also bolster his damage, which Dragon Knight certainly lacks early on in the game. He's relying on that Breathe Fire and the Dragon Form to output most of his damage, but having that extra mobility and extra little bit of damage is going to be significant for him. The smoke is broken. Klotz is spotted out here. They're going to go ahead and hook shot in, telekinesis, and Klotz is going to go down again. Artyk are now in full control of this game. Game 3, Molotov versus Artyk. Dota 2 Canada Cup, and Artyk are asserting themselves inside of the 13-minute mark. It looks like Yuka's going to try and find Misko here is going to use the Dream Coil. Odd Nightmare. Actually, it looked like at the same time they were trying to interrupt that TP, so that explains that. And they do get the kill on Rubik. Now Masuka is going to be pursued, but there's nothing left to catch him off, so he will survive. All the meanwhile, Belial farming on the top lane by himself, picks up the drums. So I thought maybe Dragon Knight would have won for drums. Instead, Belial already has them. Teammates working together in perfect harmony. Smashes in the bottom lane, stopping this push from happening. Comes in with a couple illusions. It's scary enough that none of them consider diving. Fiend's Grip is in play from Bane now, so we're going to look to see if that starts to become a factor. Top lane, they're looking to go on to Belial wisely backs up after putting a little bit of damage on this tier 1 tower. Bottom lane pings come off. A couple of heroes rotating down here. There's good vision from the side of Molotov, so they're going to spot this gank off between these two wards and be able to back it up. Deeks and Yuka do not want to take a fight there. Puck needs to continue to build on his gold and get towards that Blink Dagger as soon as possible. Deeks is still farming. This is a little bit risky for him. Hookshot can come in. He's too close to this. Smash is going to pop off the Dragon Form and push in this tower. Dragon Form is going to wear off in a moment, so it's not going to be the easiest tower of his life. We do see Mihawk is going to miss a hook shot on Deeks, who is standing right next to him. Now Deeks is going to get tossed back. Cog's not even necessary. He's going to drop to the Breathe Fire. Dragonite picking up a nice Wrath of Nature will come in, deal a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the tower was taken down by Nature's Prophet. So they're going to try and get a trade here. Maybe take down the tier 1 bottom. No, it looks like Dragonite's going to be content with leaving the lane. He has both familiars with him. He's going to go towards middle, try and save this tier 2 here. Yuka as well as Tavo are putting a lot of damage on that. It's dropping pretty quickly. You see a lot of treants in play. Here comes the Dragonite from the back end. Tower goes down below 300. Glyph is popped. Invisible Smash with his newly acquired Shadowblade is going to jump on top of Tavo. The Dragon Tail is there, and Tavo is going to go down to the Breathe Fire. So Dragonite picking up another kill, and it looks like the buyback from Nature's Prophet is going to come out. He's going to make his way to the bottom lane. Does also have Midas available. He's going to throw a Sprout on top of Mihawk, but Mihawk's going to wisely TP out. It's a long TP, but he still makes it, and now Misko just trying to put damage on Tavo. He has the familiars trying to finish him off, but they can't get enough. Can he get the last hit? No, he will not. Instead, the familiars are going to die. He's going to die, and that's a whole lot of gold handed over to Molotov in the bottom lane. Belial in top lane did pop off the Haunt, but the Haunt wasn't enough damage to finish off the Nature's Prophet either. Bane in the middle lane just recently used a Fiend's Grip. I don't know where we missed it. It looks like Phantom Lancer got the kill bottom lane. So wherever they used Fiend's Grip, it didn't get them a kill. This tower's been taken down. Phantom Lancer getting that kill. Smash is not coming in. He has Dragon Form available. He's level 11. Dragon Form is going to give that good splash damage. And splash damage inside of the Cogs is going to spell doom for Phantom Lancer as well as Keeper of the Light. And now they're going to be able to keep pressing their advantage. Work towards this tower with the Dragon Form active in the recent 6.78 buff, being able to deal the corrosive breath damage. This tower stands no chance. It's already down to 154 health. No glyph available. Instead, Tavo's going to go towards the middle lane where they have taken down the tier 2 moments ago, and he's just going to continue to farm there. Belial, 2,200 gold in his bank. We'll see if he wants to build towards a Radiant or if perhaps he wants to go for an early Diffusal. Both of which are decent choices. I think the Diffusal is a little bit better at this stage. Of course, you get pretty good utility out of both items. I don't think I'd be too worried if he went for one over the other. Usually you want to have both at some point. Now Belial is actually going to spot off Tavo here, but Tavo can casually TP away. He will take one hit from Belial, but that's it. Bottom lane, they're going to jump on top of Deeks. Deeks is going to get melted, literally, from the Breathe Fire. And now Smash is going to start working on this tier 2 tower, and Dragon Form will be back up in 40 seconds. He does have a Regen Rune as well, so a lot of momentum going for Artyk on this bottom lane. It's 10-5 kill lead for Artyk over Molotov. Molotov putting all of their eggs in the Phantom Lancer basket, and it's not working out for them right now, despite a horrendous start in the tri-lane for Artyk. If you're just tuning in, I'm NYJohn. This is the Dota 2 Canada Cup, brought to you by Dota2.ca. $750 prize pool on the line. Loser of this will get none of that. Winner of this will advance for an opportunity to get their share. Bottom lane, we do see Smash coming in on top of Yuka. He's looking for the Dragon Tail. Will catch it, and it looks like he has enough damage to finish off. No! He's just short of killing him before he gets into the phase shift. But still, another short jaunt from Yuka. Smash could have pressed that and gotten the kill, but he backs off because he's too deep. At top lane, we do see Visage being taken down and one of the familiars dying as well, so a little bit of more gold fed. Tier 2 tower is going to drop 2. Let's take a look at our graphs for the first time. They are really even across the board. That tower is going to pull it back towards 0 in terms of gold, and experience is in favor of Artyk, surely because of the kill advantage. But that being said, it is something. Dragonite's working towards a BKB. He's about 700 gold from completing that. We also have Belial, aka Ewo, 3,500 gold in the bank now. So probably going to be a Radiance. He's going to look for that Relic in 200 gold or so and work towards that Radiance sooner than later. I said I'm content with both builds. I'll stick with that. Puck's going to pick up his Blink Dagger. Really huge acquisition for him. And definitely able to get that sooner than last game. Last game he only got Blink Dagger on 22, 23 minutes. It was late. So Puck having a better time. Yuka doing a better job. He hasn't even died yet. So definitely props to him for turning it around. I was a little bit skeptical of his Puck play last game. Now we do see Klotz continuing to farm in the bottom lane. His farm right now, no defensive items. He has a Yasha and 2 Blades of Alacrity. This is a really weird build for a Phantom Lancer. He has 853 health. If he gets hit by a Breathe Fire, a Fade Bolt, and a Soul Assumption, he's dead. Of course, he has some mitigation from Phantom Edge, but here, we're going to see him die. This is a bad build for Phantom Lancer that wants to take the game late. I'm not sure. He needs at least something to fall back on, but this is going to be rough for him in terms of staying alive. He wants to deal damage, I understand that, but at some point you have to realize you need some semblance of survivability. So I'm questioning what Klotz is doing. He's been sound all tournament, really strong lifestealer, but this is an all-in-ish look for him on that Phantom Lancer. Clockwork now has completed up his mechanism. He's had that for a couple moments. We see on the top lane, Spectre does have that Relic in his inventory, so not going to be too long before Radiance comes out, and that's going to be really nice for his team, who's already in the driver's seat. It's 11-6. They have a lot of control over this bottom half of the map. Top half of the map kind of went the other way. They don't have any of the towers down that lane. I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw them shift up there, make use of the Dragonite, use the Corrosive Skin to try and work down those towers and methodically push through it. Maybe even go for an early Roche here. But it looks like for the moment they're content with continuing to farm and getting up some of these other core items on the heroes around the board. So we do see Misko on the support is rocking an urn right now. Belial 550 gold. We see Shadowblade's finished on Nature's Prophet, and they do finish up that Diffusal on Phantom Lancer. But once again, my concerns are his survivability. In the middle of a fight, if there's detection, it's almost 100% certain that Phantom Lancer is going to die. 850 health is a joke. Dragonite sitting at 1632. Also has a Shadow Blade and a Black King bar. So he is tanky. When you compare those two, Spectre, of course, has 4 levels in Dispersion. He's tanky. Misko in the top lane, though, is going to get caught out of position and drained down by Nature's Prophet, as well as Bane and Puck. But in the middle, we do see a kill on Keeper of the Light. The hook shot in from Mihawk is going to get them that one. And now the ultimate is popped from Smash. He's in Dragon form and working on this tier 2 tower. The tower dropping really quickly. Puck comes in with an Illusory Orb, but that's not going to be enough to save it. So that tower in the middle lane goes down. Clockwork going to get the last hit there. So adds a little bit more gold to him. He has 1,800. If he wants to go for something like Blade Mail, he can definitely pick that up soon. I don't know if it's that great of an item choice this game. Maybe just work towards an Aghanims. So maybe get a point booster here. We see Spectre now has the Radiance completed as well. So this is a timing. If you're Artyk, you have the BKB, you have the Shadow Blade on Dragonite, you have the Radiance on Spectre. Clockwork has a mech. You have your core items up before the enemy has theirs. They should try and take full advantage of this. I mean, there's no sight of a mech for Molotov, and that's a huge disadvantage in these team fights, considering they don't have all too much burst damage. I mean, Puck has a couple of nukes, Brain Sap and Illuminator there, but Illuminate you can't really rely on, considering the Spectre illusions are going to almost kill that Keeper of the Light straight off the bat. Baga is going to smoke up, and he's actually stalking this bottom lane, but it doesn't look like anything will come of it, as there are no heroes down here. So here's what I was talking about before, the rotation towards the top lane. This lane is ripe for the picking. This tower is already down below half health, and there's still a tier 2 standing. The other lanes have been handled thus far, and it looks like at the moment Molotov are going to try and do an equal and opposite reaction. They're going to go for a tier 2 on the bottom. They're not trying to fight, going to try and delay this extend the game, let Phantom Lancer get that farm up, but it's still under 900 health. Dragonite, once again, he's had DDs all game. I don't know how he's getting this lucky, but Smash is going to go ahead, pop off the Dragon form, and there go the Treants. They're going to stop the wave for about 0.2 seconds, and this tower is going to fall shortly thereafter as it goes down. You see Belial is going to retreat as well from a couple of illusions. He can make his way right into the fight, so he's going to be able to pressure this lane. This dual pressure coming out from Artyk is going to be very effective. The tower is dropping rather quickly because of the double damage, because of the corrosive breath, and you can see it already down to half health. There's no glyph available. Smash is just tanking it. 4 levels in Dragon Bloods. He's really tanky. He's sitting at 20 armor, and we do see him pop off the Shadow Blade there to back up a little bit. He's going to spam off this wave and go right back at it. Dragon form still up for a decent duration. We hear a hook shot on the side. It's going to jump on top of Baga. Also, the haunt in, and that's going to be enough for the kill. And that's the only kill. They actually used the haunt, and there's no follow-up, so he didn't jump in. Nice play from Ewo to recognize it wasn't worth him getting involved. He knew his teammates can handle that. And now Mizuko, Mihawk, and Masuka are going to continue to apply pressure here. It looks like Dragonite has left the lane a little bit. He's going to wrap, go invisible, hasted, looking for a hero to jump on. Klotz is pretty far forward in the lane. They're going to pop off the dust. He gets the Dragon Tail stun, and Klotz is in a world of hurt. There he is, showing off his less than 900 health pool, dying yet again. That is the 6th death on Phantom Lancer. And when you're all in on a Phantom Lancer carry, you cannot afford 6 deaths 24 minutes into the game. When Molotov look back on this game, if they come out on the losing side, they're going to wonder what they were thinking with not only the picks, but the item builds. And seeing Artyk pick up a Clockwork early on in that draft, it screamed aggression. It just doesn't look like they're able to cope with this aggression that they've been able to put forth. Tavo in the bottom lane, continuing to farm. He's trying to get something going. It's hard to split push as a Nature's Prophet against the Spectre. The Spectre is just so good at keeping the lanes out and can definitely solo off this Nature's Prophet in a 1v1 scenario if he's given the opportunity. Here's the Roche attempt. Looks like Roche is going to die now. And Roche is dropping rather quickly. So this is going to be an Aegis for Spectre, I'd assume. Yep, Spectre picks it up. Ewo, a.k.a. Belial, on. And that Spectre having a fantastic time. 3,500 more gold in the bank. Decides to just go ahead and buy a Reaver. Why not? This lane bottom has been pushed out pretty far, but it's just an opportunity for Smash to continue his farm as he also has a Reaver. So we're talking about the fact that Phantom Lancer is not tanky at all. I mean, he's less than 1,000 health. On the flip side, we have Belial, 1,800 health plus Dispersion. We have even Visage, 1,300 health plus Gravekeeper's Cloak. And Smash, 2,300 health. He gets caught out here. Breathe Fire is going to make him pay. So a nice pickoff once again for Artyk. And Artyk are at a point where they might be able to just push through. I'm not sure Molotov have enough to contest their push. The AoE from Dragonite is enough to handle the illusions coming out from Phantom Lancer. It actually makes him pretty good at coping with that hero because he has the splash damage from the second dragon form, the Fire Dragon, and we see him sitting on that now middle lane. But looks like nonetheless they're going to come in here. Smash is going to pop off. Level 16 Dragon. And here's the jump. The hook shot is going to go on top of Baga. He's able to get the cogs as well. Mihawk's going to sacrifice his life. No, he's going to mech and get out of there. Dragonite does kill off Keeper of the Light first. Baga's the second casualty. Spectre getting that kill. And Puck has the full retreat. Tavo in the middle of the fight is going to die as well. 3 heroes dead for the side of Molotov. A buyback comes out from Nature's Prophet. But this tower is suffering, and this could be a Rax for Artyk. In fact, I expect it to be. Meanwhile, Tavo and Klotz are trying to push out the top lane. That tier 3 is going down. Surprisingly so, Tavo is gone invis and is trying to escape here. He's going to walk into Mihawk, walk into a dust, and he's not going to live much longer as he goes down. And that means there's no buyback available for this Nature's Prophet, excuse me. Klotz is now going to go ahead and throw off that Spirit Lance onto Mihawk. There's a familiar coming in. He doesn't have a stun, though. And they're doing work. These familiars are hurting Klotz. Klotz has to be careful, but the familiars are down. They've lost all their damage. Missile is not going to be enough to finish him off because he does have mitigation. Meanwhile, fights ensue in the middle lane. Spectre going on top of Puck is going to kill him for the second time. Puck had already bought him back, and Deeks is going to make it back to the well. Klotz is now retreated to his base. Belial's getting jumped on, but he still has an Aegis. And this is what I'm talking about, the tankiness of the Spectre. Just casually walking away. Will drop once, but that might help the pushing effort of Artyk more than it hurts it, as he's going to continue to focus on some of these tier 3 towers now. The bottom tier 3 was pinged, but they rotate top instead. And Belial, with that hard up already, only 28 minutes in, has done a fantastic job all game. Dragonite Heart, 28 minutes in. They just don't have an answer for these heroes. And Molotov have played brilliantly all tournament. Took the first game off of Artyk. In a close game, they just couldn't find their mojo in the following 2 games. And Artyk now going to jump on top of Tavo. Tavo gets hit with a Fiend's Grip, but they can't even try and focus him. You do see Nature's Prophet going to die, as well as Bane getting shot there by Belial. And now Deeks is going to be killed off as well. These big chunks of damage coming off these heroes. Yuxa is going to drop 2. Rubik died somewhere, somehow. But 4 heroes dead for Molotov. Dragonform active for Smash. He's just going to slowly work through these towers. And down it goes. The tier 3 backdoor protection is up. Creeps are on their way, not coming soon enough. Klotz gets stunned, and within the duration of 1 Dragon Tail stun, Phantom Lancer is assassinated. And now Phantom Lancer is going to try and come back. He buys back. There's not enough. GG is called by Tavo. He recognizes they're down. The hookshot is out on top of Klotz. Klotz is going to drop for the second time, it looks like. Nope, he does back off out of there, and Phantom Lance will kill off Clockwork, so something to hang his hat on, getting the kill on Clock, but disconnects are flying off. That's going to be it. Artyk are able to take down Molotov in a best of 3 series, with Molotov taking game 1, Smash just responding so well. This game, I'd say, a lot of credit to Smash, a lot of credit to Belial, aka Ewo. He was able to just play that Spectre to perfection. I mentioned in the pregame, this looks a lot like a Rattlesnake lineup. It's an aggressive Spectre. It's not the passive farm until you can destroy everybody's Spectre, and I love this sort of lineup. Artyk executing it very well despite hiccups in the early game, losing the tri-lane, which probably should have never happened, but still, they found their rhythm, they were able to get back into it, and thus win the game. So, while we have a moment, I want to go ahead and thank everyone who made this tournament possible. Dota2.ca, of course, that's Dota 2 Canada. And this is the Dota 2 Canada Cup. And they brought this to us, of course, $750 prize pool that Artyk is still in the running to try and get a piece of. We'll see them in the next stage of the playoffs. But they'll have a little bit of time to rest between now and then. So thank you to all the admins tonight. I'm NYJohn. Follow me at NYJohn TV on Twitter. And a phenomenal showing from Smash today. A really rough start on that Puck in the first game, but then the TA and the Dragonite, it was just too much for Molotov to handle. Peru ends up besting Brazil in the battle of the South American teams. And that's going to be it for the game. Big shout out to everyone that's watching in Dota 2 TV. The ticket's only $1. If you're not watching there, be sure to purchase a ticket. It supports the organization and is going to be great. I'm not sure. We might have another game coming up. So stay tuned to the stream. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for watching, guys.